Intended, but do you feel the same? Lovers, late at night, I will be right here too. Out of sight, love is under.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Imani P from the DMV. You know where I'm at, you know where I be, and welcome to my channel imaniversus, where I talk about music, culture, and more. Today, you guys said you wanted me to talk about sorry y'all, that was my dog. But in the community tab, thank you for participating in the community tab, and if you want to participate in it, go ahead and look at it, you know, about what videos I should do next or what you guys are interested in. But you guys want to know about the Tinashe and Chris Brown beef, and just a little analysis on both of them, on how I feel and how they just beef every couple of years, and I don't know why, but like it just seems like they both despise each other. Maybe they're just not each other's cup of tea, you know what I mean? Tinashe is an American singer, dancer, and actress from Lexington, Kentucky. You know who else is from there? The rapper Ruby Rose. Love her. Eritrean queen, African queen. Anyway, she moved to Pasadena, California, where she officially pursued music and entertainment career. Just a little bit of background about Tinashe. She has 6 albums out. She is currently independent, which means she funds all her own stuff for her music videos, you know, producers. Like, she's an independent label on her own, you know. She writes all her songs. She was signed to RCA, but as we all know, it's anti-record label here on this channel, and RCA is at the top with Atlantic of like terrible record labels. You know who's on there? Doja Cat, Lotto, Saucy Santana. Look at all their careers. I can critique it. Anyway, you can critique anything in life, can't you? Anyway, the record label really did play her. They did not believe in her from the jump. And the only reason why they took her any type of serious is because of the song 2-1, which is her biggest song she's had. Came out in 2014. Because that song's popularity is why they finally took her serious, because before then they was playing her, and even after that song they was playing her, which is why she eventually left. My small analysis about Tinashe, I'm going to consider this my Tinashe video just because I don't really have a whole lot to say about her. I do love the music genre she does. She kind of floats in the lane of like alternative R&B and pop music. I love that she writes all her own songs, you know, writes from experiences and other people's experiences, and I love that she's a really good dancer and she's very creative. Some of my favorite songs by her: Super Love, Company, Faded Love, Feels Like Vegas. Like, I like those songs, but I do feel like at times some of her music does give me very much talent show, and you know, that's just how it is, you know. And she has made some despairingly weird comments in the past about how she said, like, my career isn't pop enough because I'm light-skinned. The black community doesn't like light-skinned people. Like, Tinashe. But hopefully she learned from that and grew from that, because I was really looking at her like, girl, your career ain't popping off because you're a record label. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Please revert your energy and anger to that label of yours. But I've always admired Tinashe's like work ethic, you know, her creativity, and like she just reminds me of a phoenix that just rises from the shadows, because RCA really did play her, and I feel like she had a better label behind her back then. She will be a lot more bigger now. But you know, everybody gets their moment, everybody gets their time, you know what I mean? The next person we're going to talk about is Chris Brown, who's an American singer, rapper, and dancer from Tappahannock, Virginia, which is in Southern Virginia. Very ghetto, very country. His biggest song, I couldn't find what his biggest song was, but the song that put Chris Brown on the map was the song Run It, that came out in 2007, I believe. And he is also signed to Jive Records, and some people that are signed to Jive is like people like Aaliyah, you know, Tank, R&B people, you know. He has 217 million records sold worldwide. But I believe his stank attitude is why he is not as revered, and his antics, his rigmarole, is the reason why he's not as revered to the public as I feel like he would have if he just didn't have that stank attitude and all his rigmarole. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to get into right now. So in 2015, Tinashe and Chris Brown had a song called Player. It dropped. Very popular song. Has 6 million views to date. In 2016, the singer, songwriter, and dancer Imani attempted the S word due to mental health struggles and social media bullying. She posts. Kalani is they posted about it on Instagram and posted a picture while they were in the hospital room saying that they're recovering, or I forgot what the caption was because I do remember this. Chris Brown goes under it and basically says, "Stop flexing for the gram," which prompted Tinashe to unfollow him because, she thought that was tasteless. And nobody, it wasn't a nice thing to say. And that time you're supposed to be supportive, not, and it is weird to post on Instagram, but let people do what they want, okay? Anyway, Tinashe then unfollowed him, and he got wind of that. She unfollowed him. So, Chris Brown, an angry, stank attitude man, because that's how he is, and he still does it to this day, said, "Notice that I'm not the one asking to get any record. This is them thinking they're standing up for something." I don't think Tinashe said anything to that. I think she posted a picture saying whatever, I do what I want. She didn't say that, but she posted a picture saying whatever. But in a interview, she kind of brushed off his comments from 106 KMEL Shay Diddy, saying, "I felt like it was just unnecessary. I just think it was silly and petty. It was not even worth it. It's not a big deal to me. I don't think that follows on Twitter are a big deal. If I see him, I would love to speak to him. I would love if he would reach out. I have absolutely nothing against him. We're on good terms as far as I know." So it seemed like, Tinashe was trying to, save face, even though she probably doesn't like him. And when we get into the future, she didn't like him. So Chris Brown then, saw that interview and kind of went on a whole spree just going in on her. And he said, "I hope she talked about her career for most of the interview. Who is Shay? Tinashe?" He also said, "I hope they rehearse her for those performances. They give her credit. With that 16-year-old hobbit face, A. We want music, we want music, we want music. Teach me how to jerk face, A." So that's what he said to her, and then it's just been quiet between them ever since. I believe he unfollowed her as well. So let's fast forward to 2023. So in 2023, Tinashe was on an interview on the Zach Sang show, where the host DJ Zach Sang asked her about her past collaborations with Pissy Kelly and Chris Beige. So Tinashe just cringes a bit and says that the record label RCA made her work with them and was just trying to get her a hit song back in 2015, because she worked with both of them in 2015, and how she didn't want to do it, and she tries to block her memories when it comes to the 2015 collabs that she had. I think what she said exactly is, we all wanted it to be a big moment, this big single. So I feel like in the label's mind, they were like, you need the support. And Chris was their biggest artist that they had on rhythmic radio at the time, because Jive and RCA are all, under the same umbrella. R. Kelly can't comment on the matter because he's in prison, but of course Chris Brown has something to say about it. So he goes on Twitter and he's basically saying, "Name 5 Tinashe songs or die. Everybody dead." And it's just like, you can tell Chris Brown didn't watch the full video. He just watched the clickbait, bit that they had on TikTok and Twitter, because she wasn't even coming for him like that. It sounded like she was more so coming for her record label and her not standing up for herself. And this is, where I'm going to get in my analytical music industry, not knowing behind back that I'm in, because I'm not in the industry. But I just have something to say about this. The industry does pair up songs with certain artists to get on the radio or to find a hit, and we see that all the time with a lot of people, where we wonder why so and so is working with this type of person, or why so and so is on this song, why is Lotto on this song. It's because they're trying to get hit, they're trying to get numbers, they're trying to get their money back from signing this artist. So that happens a lot, and I feel like Tinashe was just commenting on that. And I feel like this has been a discussion too with like just black women artists, where we see these weird, people like Kodak Black and Doechii like on a song together. And I'm sure Doechii likes Kodak Black. I did hear her say that in an interview because she's from Florida, but like we can also tell like there's a label backing saying like, hey, he has this big fan base, both from Florida, put him on the song with you, even though it doesn't really fit, but we just need to get on the radio and get numbers. And that's exactly what happened. So I mean, I don't really know why he was mad at her. I don't know what the real reason why they beef. I feel like they're just not each other's cup of tea. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's misplaced anger, and we need to look at the record label and not at each other. But I also just think they just don't really vibe because of Chris Brown's attitude and his rigmarole, and Tinashe just not really messing with that. And I don't blame her if that's the case. He has had a lot of scandals over the years that people will never forget, and he has never showed like a lot of remorse for it or try to be better. He just keeps doing it, so it was kind of hard to be like, oh, it's a one-off thing when it just keeps happening, But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I just think they beef like every couple years. It's fun to see though, because Chris Brown just be attacking her, and it just looks crazy because like she really don't be saying much, and she just be like off in the corner. Maybe she's saying stuff behind the scenes, I don't know, but it be looking crazy to me. I'll link my sources in the description below, and let me know what y'all feel about this, Chris Brown attacking Tinashe. Do y'all think Tinashe be throwing rocks and hiding hands? And how do y'all feel about both of their musics and their careers currently? Thank you for watching once again. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video on this channel. And check me out on Spotify and all my social medias. And I will talk to you all real soon. Thank you.
Standing, get it right. What I need from you is everlasting. Lovers at night, I might regret the day. What's it worth? Yeah, can't keep on no more, especially when I'm sober.